How to Meditate Lesson 7 answers the question, can you meditate laying down? And I'll address this and share my opinions after we do a stillness meditation practice. Stillness meditation is a twice daily 10-minute practice, broken into two parts. Part 1 is concentration or focused attention. Part 2 is silence or absence of thought. For Part 1, I want you to hold in your mind's eye an abstract spot, make it about 1 inch in diameter, and I want you to look at it, see it, imagine it, pretend it's there for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, a bell will sound, and when that bell sounds, I want you to release the spot, and then allow your mind to drift down as the bell gets more and more silent. And I want you to hover in that place of silence, stillness, absence of thought, returning there when needed, until the bamboo clapper goes off. After that, we'll talk about whether or not you can meditate laying down. Please join me in saying Reverend Bradley's request. Open, O blessed Spirit, the spiritual eyes of my soul, that I may be released from the darkness overspread in me by the delusions of the outward senses, that I may perceive and understand those things spiritual. and complete your meditation. And as you complete your meditation, allow yourself to remain in this quiet place of receptivity, this place of thinking tranquility. I like to call this the eye of the storm, where anything happening outside of you is ignored for just a few minutes. Unless the house is on fire, then it's best not to ignore that. But also anything going on within is placed on hold, tucked away in the trunk of your car or in the closet for a short while you be unto yourself, get to know yourself, connect with the spirit you, the spiritual essence of you. As I like to say, as you open the spiritual eyes of your soul. While you remain in this time of quietude and thinking tranquility, allow yourself to scan your day. See if you become aware of any problems, any issues, any things you may need to step around or get extra help with. As you begin to develop your abilities as a psychic and a medium, you can also touch in with your spirit guides and teachers and use this as a time to get their input about your day. To answer the question whether or not you can meditate laying down, the bottom line is yes, you can meditate laying down, with a couple of caveats. The first caveat being not so much of your beginning. Remember, when you're beginning, we're trying to train the beast to do something it's not accustomed to doing. By the beast, I mean your body. And your entire life, when you lay down, whether forced or willingly, it's typically to go to sleep or do things you do laying down. If you begin to meditate in a laying position, your body is going to think, because of its training, that you want it to go to sleep. And we want to draw a big distinction between your mental processes to shut down to go to sleep and your mental processes for quieting your mind and stilling your mind. These days, from time to time, I do meditate laying down, typically right before I go to bed. And it's about 50-50, sometimes 60-40, that I wake up after my meditation alarm has gone off. So even these days, I'm not reliable, I'm not consistently reliable to do a full and complete meditation when I lie down. So the answer to your question, yes, you can meditate laying down. It's not recommended. And just like we do Reverend Bradley's request, and I've done this virtually every meditation for the last 30 years, it provides us a touchstone, an anchor, if you will, that lets our body know what we're about to do. Oh, you say Reverend Bradley's request, then you sit in meditation, you quiet your mind, you get still. You lay down in bed, you go to sleep. In future videos, I will share with you different ways to help you fall asleep. If that's interesting to you and you want me to answer that quickly, let me know in the comments and I'm happy to move that up the queue. The great news is, as you become better at meditating, you become better at quieting your mind, even when you're not sitting for meditation. And a quiet mind easily lets go of consciousness and drifts into sleep. So that's it. Pretty short one today. Yes, you can meditate laying down. No, not if you're a beginner. And even if you're an advanced beginner like me, and I say that because people who meditate on a regular basis know that every day we sit in meditation is as though it's our first meditation. We're all beginners, scratching the surface of what's possible with our mind. I'm Tia Saul, the Stoic Medium. I teach, I train old souls, empaths, and highly sensitive people how to excel as psychics and healers. I do this by applying scientific methodology to spiritual practices. So you develop psychic and healing abilities more quickly, but more importantly, you learn how to display undeniable proof that you're psychic and a healer, and display that proof on command. If this video was useful, give us a thumbs up. Not so much, give us a thumbs down. We're brand new at doing this, and we want to make sure we give you information and content that you find valuable. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you never miss one of our spiritual lessons to help you accelerate your spiritual awakening. Until next time, my highest blessings.